Hello everybody and welcome to ChuChu Rocket on the Sega Dreamcast. Can I speak something, by the way? Can I talk about how fucking is, at least to me, incredibly criminal that Sega never released this thing on any major platform? And before you say mobile, that mobile port is only available in Asian territories.
Well, Game Boy Advance.
Well, okay, this, and how long ago was that exactly?
2001.
Exactly. So, I mean, don't you think this is bound for a re-release at this point?
The last bit I remember is that Sega did produce something of a sequel that was only for the Apple Arcade service. I don't think it has even been left there.
With today's mobile platforms, it would be incredibly easy to put this in a mobile platform. Like, this is literally a no-brainer. But of course, this is Sega we're talking about, so of course not. Let's just keep this in the vault for absolutely no reason.
I mean, to be fair, Sega have been better lately at older games.
Well, yeah, but they're still not as good as I want them to be. Alright, so ChuChu Rocket was, for those who don't know, the other major Dreamcast game that Sonic Team made, aside, of course, also from Phantasy Star Online. But, yeah.
Oh, Knights.
Knights was not on the Dreamcast too. It was on the Saturn.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Sonic Team made APs.
For the Dreamcast too.
Sorry.
So, okay. So, what is ChuChu Rocket, everybody? It's a puzzle game. It has various modes. Some of it is stage challenge, we have team battle, and 4-player battle. Basically, this capture was also is notable for being the first Dreamcast game to have online functionality.
It was directed by Yuji Naka.
Yes. This was probably one of the many games that he wanted to make as a break from Sonic, considering, you know. Alright, so yeah, we have plenty of stuff here. We have stage challenge, we have team battle, and we have 4-player battle. However, these are 4-player stuff, and I'm playing on my own, so I might as well just keep these modes for now. Okay, basically, it's a battle that you're about to see. Before we go into the 1-player puzzle challenges, let's check out the stage challenges.
Meanwhile, a terrifying cat over there on the right.
Yes.
Looks more like a goblin than a cat.
And the music was done by Tommy Iritani.
Yes.
Tio, those are the same thing.
Sure.
Sure.
So you have to lead the mice to that ball thing over there.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Except the big difference with this one is that you're timed, basically. Oh, sorry. Okay. With that out of the way, that's the basic gist of it. In fact, let's go into the help monitor so we can take a look at how this game is played. The basics. So, get a lot of ChuChus, that's the name of the rats, by the way, ChuChus, to win. How to move. You have to go, basically when a rat goes, it goes straight. When it bumps into a wall, it always turns to the right. So keep this in mind as we're solving the puzzles. If a mouse goes against a wall, he will turn to the right of that wall, as demonstrated by this diagram here. Obviously, when the ChuChu passes for an arrow that you've placed, it will turn into the direction of that arrow. Simple enough. The game's controls are direction sensitive. A for down, Y for up, B for right, and X for left. If you're familiar with the Xbox controllers, you should be familiar with this because the Xbox controllers were based on the Dreamcast controller, so it has the same layout: A, B, X, and Y as the face buttons. Lead your ChuChu to your rocket and lead your cats to your opponent's rockets. That's for the competition mode, but we're not going to do that because it's only me playing this. Again, this is another thing that remember, this was the first ever Dreamcast online game. That's another thing. A new re-release with online would be cool. Just saying. Anyway, about the cats.
Put it on Switch.
That too. I mean, but that's it's literally right there. Sega, come the fuck on. But anyway, about cats. If a cat enters a rocket, 1/3 of collected ChuChus are lost. Example, 30 miles, 10 miles are lost. Yeah. A mouse with a question mark is a trigger to activate the roulette. A mouse with a 50 gives you 50 miles. But they're talking about the competition modes that we're doing. Basically, when we're getting certain rats. Okay. That's the basic gist of it. Like, I'm not going to go through all of the rules because I can easily recap everything else. So the basics are well enough. Alright, let's test our brain with some puzzles. Okay. Alright, Shiroi, since I know you are not the best at these kinds of things, I'm going to let you solve the easiest puzzle in the game. Alright, so...
Even that might be a problem because visual nonsense.
Oh yeah, that's true. Alright, fine. You know what? Never mind. Dwibs, you solve this one.
I've played this, for the record.
Oh, you have?
It takes some time. Some time.
Okay, how about this? Dwibs will try to solve it, and when you're ready, and if Dwibs hasn't solved it yet, feel free to give Dwibs a hint. Dwibs, I have one up panel that I can put anywhere in the board. Well, okay, in fact, here, let me start the dash so you can see where the rats go. So yeah, if I have the rats, if I have the rats going without any error, they basically get to a point where they start going in circles and they never leave they never go into the rocket. So, okay. So Dwibs, where should I put the up arrow?
I'll have to wait for the thing to reset so I can know where the rats. There you go.
Sure.
This is very tricky. How can you put it on a square with a ChuChu on it?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Well, you know the very bottom one.
How about this, Dwibs? From top to horizontally, from top to bottom, A to I think E, A B C D E F G H I, yeah. And the horizontally, it's numbers. There you go. There's your coordinates from 1 to something. Basically, just count from up to down and from the left to right. Dwibs. There you go.
How about H1?
Okay. A B C D.
Now that's not good coordinates.
All right, H1. Let's try. It doesn't seem to be working. Shiro, do you have any idea to help out Dwibs?
B2?
B2, okay.
Playing Battleship now. You sunk by 2.
Well, Shiro, you got 2 ChuChus on the rocket. Oh, hold on, there's more. In fact, that's good.
They'll take their time.
Yeah. Again, this is the easiest puzzle, meaning that you can literally place the arrow anywhere that's not inside one of the borders, and you'll eventually, solve correctly the puzzle. So congratulations, Dwibs. You managed to find the one way to fuck up this.
Tio, I'm not playing puzzle games.
You played Layton.
No, but remember to...
Layton's completely different from this.
Okay. Alright, Shiro, do you think you want to take a gander at this one on your own?
Sure.
Actually, you know what? Since Tio was talking trash, how about you have his do it?
Sure. Let's have
Sorry,
Teo.
1 second.
Well, there you go, all the more reason to. Teo, where do I put the down arrow?
1, 2, 3. Top 5.
Alright, you mean on the top row of the board?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Oh, sorry. Mistake. There you go. That works. Let's see. And there you go.
Again, so far the point of these is that they're very open. It's just a matter of calculating the where eventually the ChuChus will lead. The trick is that you have to remember that the ChuChus, move according to where the angles are. If there are no angles, they just come back from that. But if there's an angle, they are compound to follow it, meaning that you have to follow you have to visualize an invisible pattern. And yeah, I get the idea that with this kind of color scheme for the tile floor, it might be a bit difficult for Shiro.
Okay.
I think I got this one. Third. say, I'm trying to word this correctly. You know, the one that's next to the bottom right ChuChu.
Yes. Is it this one, Libs?
Just going for the icon to catch up. Yes, there.
Okay, let's try it. Looks like that isn't working. Okay.
Alright. Okay, well, how about the alright, how about the arrow on the second row down on one square from the end of on the right?
Oh, you mean...
There.
Okay, let me just see if I got this right. Is this the one you want?
Alright. Yes, there.
Alright, let's try it. And by the way, this puzzle is called Zigzag, for obvious reasons.
Yeah. It's also the fact that so far you only have one arrow that you need to use, so it's also easy to understand the idea of the direction that the game is trying potentially to push.
Ah, there you go. I didn't fuck up that one, did I, Team?
Yeah.
Well,
alright.
People want you to fuck up.
Okay. Break it up, well, fellas. Break it up. Shiro, are you okay over there?
Here's BRB.
Okay.
No,
Oh.
I'm back now.
Oh look, guys! It's the Sega Buzz.
Oh, wait.
Can't see it yet, but oh, there we go.
And it's chock full of cats.
That's the thing.
Oh, they're terrifying.
Fortunately, the cats are stuck in these squares, so they're a non-threat for now.
For now.
For now.
Alright, this puzzle is incredibly easy when you take into account the arrows that you have. You have both a down arrow and a left arrow. So where you need to lead all the ChuChu, the one ChuChu we have to this one rocket. So, alright, Shira, do you think we want to take a gander at this one? Also, Sega.
Yep. Someone else can try if they want.
Well, I wanted to give you a chance at maybe trying to solve one on your own if you want.
Again, I'm gonna be a while.
Like you
Sure,
said,
sure.
also the tile floor certainly doesn't help.
Sure, alright. Teo, what do I do?
Sure. From the G, the tile that is on the top right of it for the down arrow.
Alright.
No,
alright, sorry, I misunderstood what you said. Alright, done.
And right under it, the left arrow.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, this one is very simple. There you go.
This one is essentially having the one ChuChu fall into a cul-de-sac.
Yeah. Alright, stage 5. Use the walls. Okay, so as a little reminder of the rules, every time a rat bumps into a wall, it turns to the right. So keep this in mind. We only have one up arrow. Where exactly do we even place this up arrow, Dwibs? Remember remember just a reminder of the coordinates from top to bottom. It's A to I, and let me see the horizontal the horizontal thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Yeah, it goes from A to I vertically, and 1 to 11 horizontally. There you go. Say, for example, the very top left corner, for example, so the top right corner, that's A11, and the bottom right corner is B11. Sorry, I11. Sorry. just to give you a basic idea of the coordinates.
Okay, I want to get the ChuChus bouncing off that little corner near the top right, and then they'll go down, then left, then down, then right, then hit that wall, then go into the rockets.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so where do I place the up arrow then?
Can I try?
Go on,
Yeah,
Shira. Go on, Shira. Where do you want me to put it?
1 second. G...
Alright.
G7.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, let's try here. Why not? Hold on, let me actually double check just to make sure I got the coordinates right. Just give me a moment, Shira. A, B,
G7 is the yellow tile underneath the horizontal.
You said G. Let me just count down to G. So it's just to give me a moment.
G is the one above where you currently have it placed.
The one above. Okay.
Yeah, literally just above the
Yeah,
tile.
yeah,
you
yeah,
have it
yeah,
placed.
yeah. Sorry about that. All right.
Or I mean, it's fine there too, I guess. Like, it's kind of...
I mean, they aren't going anywhere, but
Yeah.
it looks nice.
Poor ChuChus. All right.
It's also important to remember, Dweebs, that outside obviously of the cats, because so far these are, you know, more safer puzzles, the ChuChus technically do not die, so the worst thing that can happen is that they're stuck in a loop, you know.
Well, they can die if they get eaten by the cats, but even then, you just...
Like I just said, for the time being,
All right.
if left unchecked.
I'll just solve this one. Basically, if you place an up arrow here, right under one of the right under the milk I6. Let's see. Again, and now you can see. Now you're going to see basically why this puzzle is called "Use the Walls." There you go. So the key to this puzzle is, of course, to remember that basic rule we read earlier. That every time a ChuChu bumps into a wall, he will turn to the right. Unless, of course, that right is blocked, which means he will turn to the left, as you saw for that first corner that's right above the up arrow. You'll notice that the corner right above the up arrow has the right side blocked, meaning the ChuChu cannot turn to the right on that one, so it turns to the left instead, basically.
Stage 05 cleared. How many stages are there?
A shit ton, Webs. In fact, let me show you. There's 25 for each difficulty level. There's also these are the original. Hold on, let me. No, okay, sorry. Basically, there's various difficulty modes, Webs, right? And there's 25 for normal. Then when you will complete all the normal puzzles, you unlock the hard puzzles, then the mania puzzle. So basically, just keeps getting harder and harder and harder. So that's the basic gist of it. There's a lot of puzzles in this one. All right. I just wanted to check if it. But
it's a very simple in concept to program game without a story mode or anything. So of course they will be focused just on a lot of stages.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying that this game would be perfect for the mobile market. Just and even the Switch, like Shiroi says. Again, this would be such a no-brainer to do.
Yeah, porting of this, yes. Mobile, not so sure, because like I said, we had this Apple Arcade sequel which does function like that. Like, not necessarily a gacha, but, you know, something akin to, say, Candy Crush, you know, with each level, you know, progressing forward. And yeah, the mobile touch seems to work. But again, it has an exit Apple Arcade at the time.
Yeah. Alright, for stage 6 we have a maze, as it's literally called maze. One tip that I can also give is that it's also one of the things that makes it easier to tell what to do with a puzzle is to start by having the rats move without placing any arrows, because that way you get to see exactly where they go to if they're left aimless. There you go. As you're about to see.
Can I try?
Sure. Give me just a moment. Yeah, as you can see, the rats will just stay around running in circles. So we have to place some kind of arrow to keep them from going in circles. Again, remember the rule of how the walls work. If the rats bump into a wall, they will turn to the right. Alright, Shira, do you have an idea?
Yes. B4.
Okay, B4. So that would be B, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that will be here. Let's try it. You can press R a second time for the rats to move faster, but I'd like to keep you guys in suspense. And that is it. Good job, Shirai.
Yeah. In this case, it could have been 4 or 5. It wouldn't make much of a difference. So at least this particular stage has a bit of leniency.
You just needed it to go to that first corner.
Yeah.
There.
All right. Stage 7, and it's called Japan, because you'll notice that the way the walls are formed, it's basically trying to imitate the shape of Japan. So, yeah, there you go.
This time a cat is on the loose.
Alright, Dwebs, we need to get the ChuChus into the rocket without being caught by the cat. Where do I put this up arrow for that to succeed?
I take it the arrow won't move the cat.
Yeah, actually, that's a good question, Dwebs. Let's try putting an arrow right in front of the cat, see what happens. Alright, it seems like, Dwebs, that yes, the arrows will indeed move the cat. So yes, keep this in mind for later puzzles. Yes, it is possible to redirect the cats as well. So the possibilities of the puzzles have just increased with that factor, right? So keep that in mind.
How about putting the up arrow next to the bottom left ChuChu?
The bottom, right next to the bottom left ChuChu. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give it some time. So you mean right in front of the bottom left ChuChu? You mean?
Yeah.
All right, let's try it. Well, you got both the cat and the ChuChus on a complete going in circles cycle.
Well, at least no one's dead.
Well, yeah, no one's dead.
Yeah, but the ChuChus won't be able to return home, because even though there's no story necessarily, there is a basic premise according to the manual that the ChuChus are alien mouses who want to get home. Problem is, these cats are chasing them and they want to eat them, so we have to try our best.
I mean, considering there's so few of them, these are probably criminal ChuChus, so no one's gonna miss them.
Alright,
What about the third tile and... Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
What about the third tile in the bottom row? Third tile from the left.
The third title, okay.
From the
That
left.
would mean eye free.
Eye free, yes. Alright, let's try it. There you go, see, Dwebs? It's, as you're about to see, it's way simpler than it looked.
I kind of figured it might be simple because this is the first one with an active cat, so...
Yeah. There you go.
And then the cat stopped death.
And that was Japan.
Yay.
Yep, that's Japan. You run around and get...
Alright, stage 8. Lots of mice.
This is exactly what I saw when I went on holiday there.
Oh, really? Lots of mice?
No, just the joke about the stage. The last stage.
Okay.
Oh, I think... Oh, I thought that was an up arrow. Oh, shit.
Sorry, Dwebs, it's not
That's what
gonna...
made
So,
it a
sorry,
bit easier.
that's not gonna... It's not gonna be that easy. Okay. So, I don't think I didn't explain this. This particular panel that's on the bottom left corner, it's a hole, and if the ChuChus fall in there, you have to restart. So you have to find a way to get the ChuChus on the rockets without, of course, falling into that hole.
Can you put the panel on the hole?
You cannot put the panel on the hole, but you can put it right next to it, if that helps you.
No, okay, that doesn't help much, but at least I know now. How about put the arrow on the right of the very far right ChuChu?
The bottom right one, you mean?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Dwebs. It's a right arrow, so it makes no difference. Like this ChuChu is already heading right. So
Maybe 3 points already to a wall.
it makes no difference. So I suggest you try a different one, Dwebs.
think I have it, but I'll let someone else do it.
Dwebs, do you want to give it another try, or shall Shiroi give it a try?
We'll put it below where I put it the first time.
Alright, below last time, let's see. Unfortunately, no. Some of the ChuChus you just led some ChuChus straight into a hole.
Again, they're criminals, who cares?
They're criminals, okay. Dwebs, you want to give it another try, or shall I pass that baton to Shiroi?
Don't pass it to me yet, actually, because I screwed up which one was in front.
Okay, Dwebs.
If you could put it underneath a ChuChu, I mean, they're all going right anyway. How about 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it 5 ahead of the hole.
Alright, 5 paces ahead of the hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, let's try it. Unfortunately, it was better than last time, Dwebs, because you prevented quite a lot of mice from falling into the hole. However, Dwebs, you're on the right track. Okay, Dwebs, following the track of thought that you just used for this attempt, where do I put the right arrow? Because you're on the right track. Think, where do I put the arrow?
Is the row correct?
Yeah, the horizontal row, yes, it is correct. But that's all the hints I'll give you. I will not tell you anything else, because that's all.
I think you already gave me the hint before.
Well,
put the one next to the where I put it before.
Next to where you put it, what, to the left or to the right?
To the right.
Okay. I'm afraid that basically gives the exact same result, Dwebs.
I argue it makes things worse.
Alright. Alright, Shira, do you want to give it a try?
Next to the hole? Like bottom row next to the hole?
Let's see.
So basically I've committed rat genocide.
There you go. Yeah, as you can see, it's very simple when you actually think when you actually look at it with hindsight. Yeah, just put the arrow to prevent the rats from going into the hole. There you go.
Rats don't go down here.
Again, remember, the rats always turn to the right. That will mean all of them fall onto the right, meaning they go down, and then they would have gone onto the left.
Yeah.
You had to prevent that.
For example, to elaborate a bit more on what Teo just said, imagine if let's put it for a moment that the rats are heading towards the bottom of the board. That means that they will turn to the right, and by right I mean to their right, meaning from our perspective they will turn to the left, right? So that's the basic gist of it. So again, it's very important to remember the whole they turn to the right when they bump into a wall thing, because that's essential when thinking about these puzzles.
I like that phrasing though. It's like from our perspective they turn to the left, right?
Hello, you are right, Mr. Right. Okay. Oh, and now look at that. No way out. There's no way out of this dark place.
Damn, the WWE's PG direction has gotten really weird. No
A
way
way
out.
out lied to me.
No Way Out now consists of mice.
Shiro, it actually did.
Alright.
It really did.
Alright, let's give Teo a chance to solve one of these as well. Teo, where do I put the 2 arrows?
Okay, can you run me a simulation first?
Alright.
Again.
Alright.
Enhance.
Turn up the brightness a little bit.
Okay. These are 2 arrows, mean that... let's see... Alright. Alright, let's try with this. 1 onto B5.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. What next?
And the other onto H5 instead. Although to be honest, I'm just improvising. This one is already ramping up a difficulty a bit.
H. H what? Sorry, could you repeat?
H5.
Okay.
Basically,
Yeah,
way,
okay.
way down.
Let's
there,
see.
bottom of the screen.
Let's see if it works. Okay. I get the feel. Okay, we might want to rethink one of the arrow's positions too.
Yeah. I think I might get it. H9 on the bottom one.
All right, H9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's try it. Very good, Teo. You did it. All right.
Yeah, that's where I was going to put it, actually.
Okay. Oh, look! We have 4 kitties this time! And, and I love how the puzzle's name is Head-On Crash. In fact, let's run a simulation. See what happens.
Sorry, no, not yay. These cats are the enemies.
They
Damn,
also
like,
look-
how dare they
also
want
look
to
very
eat?
demented. Yeah. Well,
I don't know, Shira, if there's one thing Lady and the Tramp taught me is that cats are assholes. They
Yeah,
will-
that's the thing, the Lady and the Tramp, she always said the cats are the good guys.
okay.
Disney's the real villain of the original movie.
Alright, so Dwebs, you want to take a gander at this one?
Okay, goes...
It's only one up arrow, so the solution should be fairly simple once you figure it out.
Put it, B, C, D, E... Row... Sorry. Put it on, like, row E on the far right.
Okay, so E11, you mean. Okay,
Yeah.
A, B, C, D, E. Okay, hold on, let me... A, B,
I think about it.
E.
A, B, C, D.
Alright, got it. Alright, I'll give it a moment just so you can look at it if this is the position you want.
Alright. Yes, there.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
Again, there's only one.
Wow, Dwebs, you literally trapped the rat to just allow the cat to eat it.
Well,
He's an asshole anyway.
Everyone's an asshole according to Dwibs, apparently.
Yes. Alright. Okay, then that didn't work. Remember, Dwebs, the rats will turn to the right when they bump into a wall.
I forgot instead, just to be sure, but I'm pretty guessing that this one. The cats move at the same speed as the mouse, right?
Basically, yeah, when you get
Like,
right down to
one
it.
square each, with the same as that. Okay.
Okay, so what do you think?
Okay.
Oh, go on.
Where I had it before, just put it to the left.
Alright, let's try it.
Oh, actually, no, hang on, I might put it in a loop.
No, I didn't put it in the loop. You once again directed the ChuChus straight into the cat.
Again, he's a douche anyway.
Also, I think the cats may move like half a second or a second slower.
Alright, alright, well, I'll let you guys think a bit more. I'm gonna run a simulation without any arrows. Let's see.
Okay.
Where could... Think about it, Dwebs. Notice how... In fact, I'll do the simulation again. Notice, Dwebs, that when you don't put any arrows, the ChuChu will be able to get across just fine until he gets to the one of the lower rows and then gets hit by a cat. So obviously we have to somehow find a way to stop the ChuChu from bumping into that cat. But how?
What about hang on a second. What about hang on. F, like the last tile on F.
Okay, let's do that. A, B, C, D, E, F, 11. Let's try that. Sorry, Shiro, you just did the same thing Dwebs did. You trapped the ChuChu. Man, you guys really hate this poor ChuChu, don't you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He burned my crops.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What about E1?
Okay, E1. Let's try it. Oh, sorry. Let me just double check. 1, A, B, C, D, E. Right. Let's see what happens now. Sorry, Shiroi. Again, straight into a kitty. Alright, Teo, do you want to give them a hand?
H3, right under the ass of a bottom left cat.
A, B, C. Oh, hold on. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. H3, right?
Again, under the ass of a bottom left cat.
Let's see. There you go. Basically, Dwebs, the idea that Teo just had is, again, that's why I made sure to point that out for you guys earlier. The arrows also work on the cats. So if you can't find a way to move the ChuChu in the correct direction, let's try moving the cats away from the ChuChus.
Basically, Alice was to blame for that last answer, not me.
Backseat gamer Alice.
Backseat gaming.
Okay. In that case, Shiroi, ask Alice for a guess on this one.
Yeah,
she literally just left the room.
This is a bit of a clusterfuck.
Yeah, this is. I can't even tell which one's supposed to be first in this one, actually.
I can't either.
That's okay.
Yeah, can you run a simulation first?
Yeah, run a simulation. It's all a simulation and free will is a lie.
Okay, look at the simulation. You'll notice that half the rats have moved into the rocket. It's just that the other half is stuck in a loop. In fact, two loops. So
I think I know about the clips.
I think I got it.
This one's pretty easy, I think.
In the
I think so.
in the bottom left pen, put the right paddle on the bottom right of that at the end, and then for the top left one, so top right one, sorry, put the left one on the top left of that area.
all right, let me see. Is this what you wanted, Libs?
Yes, that one there, and
The other one there.
yeah.
Okay, let's try it. And yeah, as Libs just demonstrated, Shui was correct. This is actually very again, it's one of those cases where the game, again, this is the beauty of puzzle games. A lot of times you might, when you start a new puzzle, you might be intimidated. Oh my god, there's so many ChuChus. And only 2 arrows, how do I do this? But then when you actually stop, just stop for a moment, calm down, take a good look at what's in here. Try the simulation, like Teo said, and you'll be able to figure out very easily, because yeah.
Simulations are helpful.
Is this the first one I figured out on my own first go?
I think so, yes, Dwibs. Congratulations.
This was, again, I also appreciate how not all of them, but all of these have some kind of freedom. Like in this case, it could have been on the places we mentioned, but also on different parts of the roles that they wear. So it allows some bit of mental freedom. Oh goody!
So this puzzle is called Round and Round, and we have a problem. The cat is right behind the poor ChuChus. And if we run a simulation.
It's gonna go terribly.
Yeah. Like Shira said, it does indeed go terribly. It takes a bit of a while for it to go for the shit to hit the fan, but it does eventually hit the fan.
Bump into the cat's ass.
Yes, so there you go. The ChuChus actually bump into the cat's ass. So.
You don't want rats in your butt, like, you know.
So yeah. In that case, what could we possibly do? In fact, let's remember in a moment. Let's run another simulation and try to take into account where exactly the cat catches up to the mice. Yeah. Specifically, and I will point it out with the cursor in a moment. There you go. I just placed an arrow in the spot where the cat eventually catches up to the mice and kills them. So where do we put this up arrow to prevent the cat from catching them? Or maybe potentially redirect the ChuChu so that they don't bump into the cat. One of the two.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure on this one. Because I don't know if it works for every of the ChuChus or it manages to work before they get caught on eventually.
Well, you can try it. It's not like we have a limited number of tries or anything. Just try it. Unlike with Layton, there's no
F5, right under the left rocket.
Sure. A, B, C, D, E, F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Unlike with Layton, there's no penalty for getting an answer wrong, so feel free to just experiment as much as you want.
This is very arcadey, basically, just without, the...
It's classic Sega. I mean, Sega's roots are all about arcade games, so... It was a nice attempt, Tail, but unfortunately the kitty still caught up to them.
Yeah, you got caught. Yeah, the top row of the ChuChus is the one that gets caught eventually. Well, in that case, I think it works better with G5. Right below the one I suggested, because eventually all of them had to work there, and ideally it should be.
Let's see.
Well, that means that the bottom row of the ChuChus probably doesn't work. I don't know.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tail, and this is also supposed to put out another rule, you just drove the cat into the rocket, and...
Right, and that means you lose at least 30 by multiplayer lose 30,
And he,
like 10%.
and he blew up the rocket, killing all the ChuChus.
That is a point, yeah.
Alright.
So it's even worse this time. Not only have you killed ChuChus, you've also caused severe damage to equipment.
Yes, very good. So where could this up arrow be put to save the poor ChuChus?
I don't think we can trap the cat.
Well, depends. I mean, I guess we could potentially redirect him.
The thing is that he's stuck in between the rows of the ChuChus, meaning that one thing that will affect him eventually will affect the top row as well. So... Alright.
Another simulation, because why the fuck not?
Yeah, I'm struggling.
Real.
Yeah, the struggle is real.
Okay. I'm not sure about this. Well, Dweebs, if you have any other ideas, go ahead.
Maybe put the blue arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth one. 5 along. Second from bottom.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this the one that you want, Whips?
Let's let the stream catch
Yeah,
up. Like,
I'm waiting for a bit.
yes, there.
Alright,
Let's give it a try.
sure.
I was thinking about that as well, Libs, but
See how it goes.
Here's my... Alright, let me try one. In fact, I think Dibs and Tail might be on the right track. Let's try the same thing, but on the very bottom row. See what happens.
yeah, I was thinking now to put it somewhere there, but I wasn't sure exactly where.
And there we go. You'll notice, by the way, that we made it by the skin of our teeth because the cat was literally about to eat the final ChuChu.
Oh, I just missed my dinner.
Alright. And now we have the next puzzle called Dream Catch. You'll notice
Now that cat just fell into a hole.
You'll notice that the level design spells the word dream, and below it is the Dreamcast logo.
Cool.
Alright. Dream Catch.
Oh, now there's 3 arrows.
Now there's 3 arrows. Well, Shirai, I mean, we gotta gradually increase the difficulty. Alright, so let's run a simulation. If you run a simulation, the ChuChus will go straight into the holes. So, keeping into mind the last puzzle we had with our hole, remember, it is always an option to use arrows to keep the mice away from the holes. And since they're heading towards there, who knows? Maybe that is indeed the potential solution. In fact, let me try this one. I actually haven't played this in years, so I'm semi-blind, kind of, as well. So I will not remember some of them. Let me see. All right, let me see what happens if I put this here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I forgot about that hole. Let me see. Even though I'm the one solving this one, feel free to give any hints or suggestions if you want.
Yeah, okay. Again, the goal is to not make them fall through the holes. So I think the arrow pointing to the left should be put right under the top right hole.
Okay. Done.
The arrow that points down should be put on the top row on the pink square that is the one between the A and the M.
Yeah, I think I've got it too.
There we go. And the final up arrow too. Where do I put it?
Oh, okay. No, this might be actually a problem because...
Well, let's run a simulation based on these 2 arrows. See what happens.
You put it on...
No, like I said, the top row, Pedro, for the arrow that points down.
Oh, right? Oh, okay, sorry about that.
Because otherwise the ChuChus fall into the hole.
Sure. My bad. Let's run a simulation, see what happens. I feel like the final placement of this up arrow, it should be very easy considering what we saw in that simulation too.
Right. No. I forgot about the rules of the ChuChus turning right. But the arrow that points up, bottom row on the cyan square, that's the one leading into the conch spiral of the Dreamcast.
Yep.
Alright, let's see. See, that's exactly what I was saying earlier, Shiroi. Right as the ChuChu, let's take a moment to take a look at that up arrow that we placed at the bottom of the board. The ChuChus were going straight down, bumped into the bottom wall, and as a result turned to their right, which is our left, and it led them into the up arrow.
It's what, again, it's what Layton said in Lost Future. It's important for a puzzle to always have its rules clear, otherwise it's unsolvable.
Exactly. Alright, stage 14. Ready? Go! Okay, so.
Okay, go.
Okay, go. Okay, so we have only a down arrow, and we have a ChuChu and a cat back to back. So let's.
This contains an easy trap, mind you.
Let's try a simulation, see where this goes.
I mean, pretty straightforward.
Yeah, the cat literally goes straight into the mouse. So, a down arrow. This is actually very simple when you actually again think about the turning to the right after bumping into a wall thing. All right, Twibs, where do you think I should put it? The down arrow.
Still BRB.
Oh, BRB.
Actually, no.
Oh, never mind. There he is.
Just go back.
All right, basically, Twibs, we have a cat and a ChuChu back to back. And if we run the simulation, as I'm about to demonstrate, if the cat will basically just bump into the mouse. So where do we put our down arrow?
I just need to see the simulation, okay?
See, another thing, this game also works for, as you can see, the game uses a mouse, a PC style mouse cursor. So this also would work really well in a PC. Again, and this game is just so.
Nice.
This game should be so easy.
Begging to be ported.
Yeah, this is literally begging to be ported. It would be so simple.
This is a game that would do really well as well, so I'm not sure what they're worried about, if anything.
I mean, might have like a bajillion other projects going, I don't know.
Alright.
I
mean, it would be a pretty easy port.
Yeah, it would. All you need to do.
Simulation is also simple to do to perform these days. So
yeah.
It shouldn't require that much work.
It's more so for the sake of convenience, too, especially because, like I said, imagine this on a mobile platform too, and you could do this solitaire style, where the player touches the arrows in the bottom of the screen and just drags the arrow into the again it's literally it's a no-brainer. This thing is so easy to port.
You mentioned before as well that it's only available on mobile stores in Japan and such. I think it used to be available globally, but then it stopped.
Got delisted.
Got delisted for reasons that
Which isn't the first time that Sega has done that.
Yeah. Outside of that that obscure mobile port, this game has only been available on Dreamcast and Game Boy Advance, which are by this point really old consoles. Which, don't get me wrong, Dreamcast and especially GBA are incredibly easy to emulate, but at the same
and really awkward to play level in Sega Superstars.
Yeah. But at the same time, it didn't even have to rework the visuals, like, honestly, because a game like this doesn't even need that. All you have to do, potentially you should provide some accessibility settings to make.
Not for a port like this, but maybe put some kind of reward system, concept arts or something.
All right, Dwips.
Yeah, okay. After we're done with that episode of Why Sega Sucks, how about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, A9.
I'm sorry, Lewis. Could you repeat?
A9.
A9. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's see if Dwibs has got it right.
Also, Dwibs, what you just described is a very long TV series.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a very fun TV series.
Congratulations, Dwibs!
Hey!
And look at and look at that. As you're about to see, the cat also, as a result, falls into the hole left by the rocket and dies.
It doesn't just stars to that; it just
dies.
It plummets to death.
I was trapped inside that cave. Yeah, I mean, seriously, guys, I was trying to concentrate on the puzzle, but but that particular episode of Why Sega Sucks was putting me off. So.
Look, it has nothing to do with Sega sucking. I'm just expressing my frustration as a fan of ChuChu Rocket that this game is not getting more exposure and not becoming very conveniently available when it would be an incredibly easy thing to do so. That's all I'm saying.
And that's why the pirate life is okay.
Also, I checked, and yes, Sushiro is correct. The versions that were on iOS and Android, released in 2010, 2011, were worldwide available, but they were delisted in 2015. Not mentioned specifically why, but otherwise, I don't even mention if they're available in Asian territories or not. But yeah, like I said, in 2019 there was this sequel called ChuChu Rocket Universe as part of the initial wave of Games Prep Arcade, but ever since it hasn't left there. I do believe that one could work.
Why didn't they call it ChuChu Universe?
Let me see.
This puzzle's called 2-on-1 because we have 2 cats against 1 ChuChu. That's an unfair fight, but whatever.
Also, this isn't really a meal that looks like sharing, you know?
Maybe one cat wants the head and the other one just wants the rest of the body. Maybe one of the cats just isn't that hungry.
Basically, yeah. Alright, this will be the final puzzle we do, everybody, because we've been on for an hour at this point, so...
Okay, let me see... Because if a ChuChu goes straight up, he gets eaten immediately, just on the pathfinding of the 2 cats.
Well, let's run a simulation and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I found in the meantime, the cats are officially called KapuKapus. I don't know exactly where the etymology comes from, but...
I'm guessing that's what's said in the Japanese version, because in this Western version, they just call them cats. So yeah, eventually the cats eat them ChuChu, so... In fact, let me give it a try on this one. What if I put this here? Let's see where he goes now. Okay. I was hoping that the mouse would escape very narrowly from the cats, but no. What about here? Aha!
Okay. Okay, I think I get it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it actually is relatively that simple.
That's the key too. When you're playing a puzzle game, the best way to see if it's a good puzzle game is when you solve the puzzle and look back on the puzzle, you see, yeah, you know what? In hindsight, it's actually really simple. That's the.
I was overthinking that one way too much.
That's the trademark. That's the trademark of a good puzzle game. The fact that there's an elegance to the design. Because a lot of the problem with a lot of bad puzzle games is when they overcomplicate their design, not for needlessly. Because when you get right down to it, these puzzles are very simple. It's just a matter of trying to calmly think about all the variables, basically. Because like Shiro just demonstrated and said, sometimes overthinking it can go... Again, then the Litton games will also give you this tip, that overthinking sometimes gets you going on the wrong path, and you'll basically, you know... But yeah, that's the basic gist. Alright, everybody, that was... for next time. In fact, let me give you a sneak peek of our next ChuChu Rocket session. Let me go to the options real quick, because I do have the... Hold on, give me a moment. Oh, hold on. Oh, never mind. I must have forgotten to. Never mind, everybody. Alright, that was a ChuChu Rocket session. I hope you enjoyed it, everybody. So, tune in next time.
next one.
See you for the next one. See ya.
See ya.
Yep.